Hey, everybody. Welcome to Mid-America Dirt. I'm Skip. And I am super excited to be joined by Waylon Vining from Ponchatoula, Louisiana. How you doing today, sir?
Good.
Good deal. Good deal. Waylon, we talked before we started recording. I've been hearing about you for quite a while. Um, you've been racing late models. How long now?
And this was my first year in a late model. I've been running limited mods for about 3 years and then got the opportunity to get in a late model and we tried it out this year and did pretty good.
Yeah. How do you like the late model compared to the mod?
The late model, especially at the end of the season, I like it way more. At the start of the season, we didn't really know a whole bunch of it, so it was a very big learning curve. But after that, I hopped in a limited like halfway through the season, and they drive so much different. But I like the late model a lot.
I got you. I got you. So do you come from a racing family?
Yes, sir.
All right. You want to tell me about that? A little bit about it?
So my papa, he ran. We had a track called Laranja. He ran for a while over there, and he stayed in the after he got out of it. He stayed with the racing community, and then my uncle was started racing, and I think I went to my first race at like 2 weeks old. So uh, it's and then my uncle stopped racing, and I wanted to go every weekend. So my dad picked up a limited, and he started racing, and I got in mini wedges the year after that, and ran them until I think I ran them for 5 years. I want to say four maybe, and picked up a good many wins in them, gotten unlimited and won my first 2 races out in it and started moving up, and now we're in a late model, so it's been a pretty good career, I'd say.
Yeah, man. It sounds like it. It really does. A lot of people start out in those mini. Tell people what a mini wedge is for people who don't know. Kind of explain that.
So, basically, a mini wedge is like I'm sure a bunch of people know go-karts and stuff. It's pretty much a go-kart, except instead of it having no cage, it's got a built cage, and they got sheet metal bodies and stuff. And it's a really good class for the kids to start off in because it teaches. I know it taught me a lot of. It sounds weird, but it taught me throttle control and it taught me car control really, and you gotta work on the cars. It's one of them. It's still a race car. You gotta the more effort you put into it in the shop is the more you're gonna get out of it at the track. So I was pretty much working on it in the garage by myself. My dad come help me every now and then, but I'd gotten it pretty down, and it's a really good class, and it's starting to now that me and some of my friends that we started off in it, we had gotten out of it, so now there's another generation, I guess you'd say, of kids getting in it, and it's really cool to watch them.
That's super cool. So you'd recommend that if somebody was wanting to get one of their kids in the racing, that'd be a good way to get started out.
Yes, sir. It's a really good class for them, and it instead of them jumping straight into a big car and getting scared, they can jump off in a mini wedge and go have fun with their friends.
Gotcha. So you won your first two races out in a limited mod, huh?
Yes, sir. We have a class that's called Next Generation at Baton Rouge Raceway, and I went out the first 2 races, and it was Mardi Gras National, so it was a 3-day show. First night was practice. I still watch the video and wonder if the green light's out because I was slow. And, then the first night of racing, I guess it's different running with people and practicing, so I picked it up, and I think I won that night by a good bit, and the second night I won, and I think I was sitting on the scales by the time second place got across the checkered flag, so it's a pretty good night, and we knew we had to move up to the rookie class.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So is Baton Rouge that home track for you?
Yes, sir. We were running at Pike County a good bit. That's closer to us, but Pike County's went through a couple owners, and it's been on and off racing, but mainly Baton Rouge.
Okay. All right. And so you race at Mitchell's quite a bit too, right?
I've ran there 2 or 3 times. We started off at the end of the season. We were trying to get for the crate racing points. We were trying to get the Young Guns Championship in that, so we were running at every track that we could, and we ended up going there, I think, 2 times.
Okay. Where else do you hit down there? Deep South? Any places like that?
So we've been to Deep South, Mitchell's, Greenville, Hattiesburg, and Jackson.
Okay. All right. Now, out of all that, which one of those is you like running on the best?
I like running on Jackson and Greenville. Greenville is really fun. It's super different, and Jackson is a good track that I unloaded there first night out, and I think I set second quick in qualifying, so it was a great night.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. So, for people who don't know, talk to me about the Crate Racing USA. You get points wherever they're having one of those races. You get points if you go race at that track. Is that right?
So the way that they do it is tracks are getting Crate Racing USA sanctioned. So I think pretty sure Mitchell's and Baton Rouge, Pike County, they're all crate racing sanctioned, and you show up on a weekly night, and it's sanctioned. You run for points, and they do it, I think, based off of your best 14 races. So I can go run 30 races, and my best 14 they'll count. So that's what we were trying to do, was get the best finishes and the most points, because we ended up winning the Young Gun Championship by like 2 points. So it was
Hey,
really
that's
close.
awesome.
Yes,
That's
sir.
awesome. Now, is that a regional you won that, or is it like national?
That's a national.
Okay. Hey, that's pretty awesome, man. For real. In your first year,
Yes, sir.
you must be pretty good. You must be
So
pretty good, Waylon. I'm gonna have
we
to get
got
down there and watch you race, man.
yes, sir.
Yeah, that's super cool. So, but how? And I know you have national. How'd you do national points wise?
So national points wise, I was 13th out of like
Okay.
460 cars.
Yeah, there's
So
a bunch of
I
them.
couldn't complain with that at all. The
Yeah.
young gun point deal is 18 and under, or I think might be it's 18 and under. It was it that slimmed it down a little bit, but still to run with 13th out of
Yeah.
460 cars is great.
And you've done really good. So I mean, that's super cool to see. It really is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the Crate Racing USA stuff, you can go to any track that's sanctioned by Crate Racing USA and get points.
Yes, sir. I'm pretty sure you can go all the way up to top
That's
of
what I think.
Tennessee and come all the way to the bottom of Louisiana, and you can run a 604 crate late model 602.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, that way, if you wanted to really, branch out a little bit, you could. So,
Yes, sir.
what's the furthest you got away from home?
Greenville, we got as far as Greenville, and that's about a 5.5, I want to say, hour ride. So it was a pretty good ride, but I'm definitely gonna go back this year because I love that track.
I hear you. You gonna branch out a little bit more next year? You think, or
Yes,
what?
sir.
You have a plan?
We're gonna try and travel a little bit next year. We did a little bit this year, but I think we're gonna try and they have a Mississippi crate racing series, and I think we're gonna try and hit some of them races. Because whenever we went up there, we got treated really good, and couldn't ask for better people to race against, and or the people that were running the series. So we're gonna try and hit as many of them as we can, and we're still gonna run local too.
Okay, all right. That's super cool. I see you're wearing a Kenny Wallace dome shirt. That's pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
You a Kenny Wallace fan?
Yes, sir. After I'd known about him, and then we've been to the dome for like 4 years, and I went and picked up a shirt almost every year that I've been there.
That's awesome. Did you guys go this year?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Do you go all 3 nights?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wish I could. I just got to go Thursday night this year. I probably saw you up there and just didn't know it. If you guys were out back in the
Yes,
pits,
sir.
I was in there the whole time in the pits on
Yes,
on
sir.
Thursday night. And man, I do. That's fun to go up there. That
Yes, sir.
is that your favorite race to go to watch?
Yes, sir. That's my favorite race to go to watch. It's definitely way different than it looks on TV. Because TV, it kind of you can't see all the action because they're back there beating and banging for 10th place, and they're just showing first place.
Heck yeah.
So it's especially fun on Saturday nights whenever they're running the last chance where they pretty much junk in the cars just for a chance at another be made.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. It's super cool. Super cool. What about Eldora? You ever been up there?
I've never been to Eldora. I want to go up there, but that's another ride. I think it's like 19 hours away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long one. It's like 13, 14 hours from us. We went to the Dream and it was a pretty long haul, but I mean, I like to drive, so I just drove straight through and went up there and we watched the Dream. It's if you get a chance, yeah, you need to watch one there. That place is pretty awesome. I mean, that's another one that TV really doesn't do it justice on how fast those guys are going.
Yes, sir. That's what I've noticed
Um,
is the cameras slow everything down.
yeah,
'Cause that's like
yeah.
at Pike County, I put a blistering lap down in qualifying, and in the camera, it looked so slow.
That's awesome, man. What is a good lap? Let's say, how big is Pike County?
Pike County is a big 3/8 mile, and
Big
that's
three
I'm
eighths.
pretty sure they measured that one at the bottom of the track, so
Yeah, I've seen
because
some of those.
they say Baton Rouge is a 3/8 mile, but they must have measured that one all the way at the wall, so it's way bigger
Gotcha.
than Baton Rouge.
I gotcha. So what's a good lap time on a 3/8 in a 604?
Um, I wanna say in the 17s. I'm
Okay,
not 100% sure, but I know that, uh, qualifying with the crate plates, if you're it sounds nobody if you're more than 2 tenths off of the leader, you gotta get to work on the car because we don't have the big super motors where we can the driver can make up for it. The crate late models don't have enough motor and everybody has the same one, so we have to make sure that it is on point.
I gotcha. The 604, is it pretty good racing?
Yes, sir. It's really good racing. It's really close racing. It kind of we some tracks they get one line they get freight trained because you don't have enough motor to jump up to the top and try something and then get back to your spot. So luckily the best racing that I've had is like at Greenville and Jackson where they have the dark mud or Greenville's got gumbo mud. So and it's kinda it'll be on the top and bottom and it put on really good racing.
Okay, all right. So how you got double adjustable shocks?
I think so. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So you can I mean, you can mess with it if you need to, right? Quite a bit and
Yes,
get
sir.
it
We
dialed
can
in.
we can mess with the shocks. We have PRP suspension, Mr. Darrell. He's got them pretty set up really good, and if we need anything, we'll call him and ask him a question, and
I
he's
got you.
really good at helping us.
I got you. Okay. All right. So who's your crew chief? Are you the crew chief?
I'm not the crew chief. My dad is.
Okay. Is your dad, is he a pretty good crew chief?
Uh, I couldn't complain.
All right. That's awesome. That's awesome. How cool is to run around with your family and race? That's got to be pretty fun, right?
Oh, yes, sir. It's really cool. It was really fun whenever I was running the limited with my dad. The only bad thing is that if I fed him a door, he fed me one. I had to listen to it all the way home.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
That was the bad thing is that I think it was first night out last season. I was running the limited and it was first corner or I think it was turn 3 of the first lap of the heat race and I ran off in the corner and I didn't even mean to. I just smoked him. And it was bad. It didn't look that bad on camera, but I knew I messed up and I got back and I heard it for the next month.
Oh man, that's funny. So did you ever meet dad?
What was that?
Did you ever meet your dad?
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Them
Okay.
were the
All
best
right.
nights.
Yeah. I bet, man. I bet. Yeah, that's got to be fun. You get out there and race with your family like that.
Yes, sir.
It's got to be. Uh, so what's your plans for the future, Waylon? What are you looking to do with your racing career? Do you have any
Uh,
plans yet?
plans are to I mean, I want to go super racing or, Brent I really wanna go sprint car racing, but I know that's not gonna happen, so can't convince
You want to
mama.
try that, huh?
I wanna try it bad because that's what my uncle started off in, and that's all the way up until, like, 5, that's what I was around, so I want one, but I can't convince mama or my girlfriend to let me go try one, so
I
we're
gotcha.
gonna go we're
Okay.
gonna try and my goal is by at least 18 be super racing or hopefully be picked up by a team in Lucas Oil Racing.
Yeah. Yeah. But back to the sprint car stuff though. Hey, I like sprint cars too. I know a lot of people are like, that we don't like the open wheel stuff or whatever. And I like them. I think they're awesome.
I like to run anything. If it's got four wheels, I'll run it.
Heck yeah. And I know some sprint car guys that wish they could drive a late model or try out a late model. So maybe one of
Yeah.
these days I can get y'all swapped out. You can do some swapping or something.
Yes, sir. I've ran a micro before, one of them a mini sprint, and I don't know how it compares to a sprint car, but I know that I did pretty good in that, and I've only ran one of them 2 times, so it was fun while it lasted, but it's like the laps go by so fast in them, especially whenever you're running on a small track.
Yeah. I'm fixing to get, little sprinted up over here at the Tulsa Shootout this
Yes,
coming week.
sir.
That's pretty cool. I said in the interview I did, I think one of the interviews I did yesterday, I said that I had two or one podcast guest, but there's two podcast guests that are going to be in that shootout. I think
Yes,
there may
sir.
be three, but so I remembered another one. My youngest podcast guest, Caston Morris. I think he's 9 years old. He's going to be running in the shootout.
Yes, sir. That's another cool thing about the Tulsa Shootout is that they can run. It's like the mini. It's pretty much. I think they have a junior sprint. I want to say over there, and that's pretty much like our mini wedge over here. It's to start the kids off, and they learn, and then they can progress into a big car.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean it's pretty neat. And they're over there racing with, you know, who are they racing? They're racing with like Bushes and
Yes, sir.
like
And
Reed
then
Thornton and
they get the flow racing broadcast and all that, so it boosts their ego up because I know that I'd love to be over there like at the dome.
yeah, heck yeah, yeah. That is. It's super cool. But yeah, so I got that going on this week. Uh, but I do. I like the sprint cars. I'm liking them more and more because it's kind of like what we were talking about. TV doesn't do it justice. TV doesn't do those sprint cars justice. I mean, even the 305s, like the Race Saver sprint cars, those things freaking scoot. I mean, they
I,
scoot.
we only have 360s over here, and they run every now and then. It's just they don't really have them over here. I'm gonna be honest. They have them in. I've seen some in Texas and but Mississippi and Louisiana, we don't really have any. So the ones that we have, they're 360s, and they got a little series that they run around, and they come to Baton Rouge, and I like whenever they show up because they put a big cushion on the top so I can go run it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know there's some around Memphis. Up in that North Mississippi up there. I know there's some that run out of there. But yeah, I like them. But yeah, man, getting into the big stuff. That's kind of the goal, isn't it?
Yes,
If you're
sir.
racing late models, and it's I mean, for people who know, it's pretty costly just running any kind of late model in it.
Yes, sir. I mean, running any kind of race car is costly, but
Any kind of, yeah,
especially a late model because the weekly cost doesn't look that bad on paper, but if you break something, it costs a lot.
yeah, yeah. It really does. Well, Waylon, man, I hope to see you out there doing it at some point. That'd be super cool.
Right. Yes,
Don't
sir.
forget, don't forget about old Skip now when you get big. Come back on here and talk to me.
Yes, sir.
Well, Waylon, do you have any sponsors you want to thank?
Yes, sir. I'd like to thank CSC Products, Gorsuch Performance Solutions, Mid Paris Machine, Mr. Nathan with Gator Goods, Griffin Solutions, Over the Horizon, Mr. Darrell with PRP Suspension, my buddy Carter with Seaman Designs, Extreme Graphics, Pumpkin Center Tire, and Sheridan Lawn Care.
Okay, all right. If people wanted to sponsor, I'm sure you've got room to take on some new sponsors. If somebody else wanted to chip in.
Yes, sir. We have it. We have it open where we don't have the wrap yet, and even if we do, I'm sure we can put a sticker on there. We have social medias, and it's Waylon Vining Racing. I think on TikTok, Facebook, and on YouTube it's Vining Racing, and we're hoping to pick up a good many of sponsors, and anything helps.
Yes, sir. 100%, and it's a great way to advertise. If anybody's out there watching, got a business, it's a great way to advertise your business. So look Waylon up and look, give your advertising money to Waylon and all your other local racers. That's the best way to do it. Waylon, thanks for coming on here. I really appreciate it. It was super good talking to you and good to meet you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for letting me on here.
Yeah, hey man, no joke. Thanks for coming on, and hopefully I'll get down there to see you race somewhere this season. That's the plan. All right, see you, man.
All right.
See ya.